Hello everybody, good afternoon or good lunchtime and welcome to That's Football. It's a Premier League game to kick off what is a massive weekend of sport. Whether you're interested in the Formula 1, the rugby, the UFC, the football, the FA Cup, it's all going on and we've got a lot of it covered for you here on That's Football this weekend. So get involved, you're very, very welcome. And this game takes on an even bigger twist because this is very much about the top four today. Very much about the top four. Who is going to get top four? Can Aston Villa do Manchester United, Spurs, West Ham a favour and get a result at home to Arsenal today? We'll go into the team news. I'm also going to be talking about Surfshark. You can download that, get 83% off. Virtual private network, VPN, fantastic little bit of kit. Use the code That's Football. You get 83% off in your first 3 months free. If you've never tried a VPN before, check out Surfshark if you're using one. Check out Surfshark. It's a great little offer and I'll tell you what that's all about in a moment. But thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm very excited today. Formula 1 Bahrain kicks off tomorrow. Races off tomorrow. Qualifying at 3 o'clock. If you are new to Formula 1, you want to get into Formula 1, trust me, you'll enjoy it. I'm going to be live straight after this doing the qualifying. Qualifying is basically about where people will be on the grid for the race tomorrow. If you're at the front of the grid, you've got a better chance of winning than if you're at the back of the grid. All brand new cars this season. Controversial end to the season last year. Hamilton didn't win the title, Verstappen did, and it all starts again this afternoon with qualifying Bahrain. We'll have a watch along for that, headphones ready. But first of all, it's Premier League football and it's Aston Villa entertaining the one and only Arsenal. Boo. Well, no, to be fair, I think Arsenal probably do deserve top four at the moment, but I think this game is symbolic of it. We've seen so many times Arsenal lose a game to a Liverpool or a Man City and then follow it up with a win. And that's what they're going to have to do today. 51 points for Arsenal. Won 4 of their last 5, but their last game was Liverpool Wednesday night. We did a watch along for that. 51 points for Arsenal. 50 points for Manchester United, 48 points for West Ham, 48 points for Tottenham. Interestingly, Tottenham have played 1 more game than Arsenal and West Ham and Man United have played 2 more games than Arsenal. So this is one of their games in hand, effectively. If they were to win this game, they would go 4 points ahead of Manchester United with another game in hand. And I think at that point it becomes very difficult for United to close that gap on them, considering we've got to go to Anfield and we've got to go to the Emirates. So I'd almost say if Arsenal win today, top 4 is virtually impossible for United to stop them. I know there's a lot of games left to play and Arsenal are capable of dropping other points, but it would be a real blow to United if Arsenal went 4 points ahead of them with a game in hand as well. So hopefully even a draw would be good today for United. And Villa under Gerrard are much improved, but are they starting to step towards being a team on the beach? I don't know. I'm hopeful I'm hopeful Villa can get something today. Let me just give you the team news, but before we do that, Surfshark are sponsoring our stream today. The link is in the video description. What is Surfshark? Well, I'm sure you know by now it's a VPN because I mentioned it. One of the best things I like about Surfshark is the ability to protect my data, making sure my private messages, photos and other sensitive material is protected. But my personal favourite feature about Surfshark, and the thing I think you will like the most of all as well, is that you can change your location on Netflix or other location-specific based streaming service anywhere in the world. So if you have a UK Netflix and you go to America and you want to use your UK Netflix, you can make it that it thinks you're in London and vice versa. And obviously UK Netflix is different to US Netflix. So brilliant that you can do that. You can use Surfshark across as many devices as you like, even if they're used at the same time. So you can use it on your phone and your laptop, or someone else can use it in the household. It's available on all sorts of devices, whether it's Android, iOS, Amazon Linux, you get the picture. And Surfshark even has more features to offer, one of them being alert. This feature will notify when your personal information has been leaked online. But because Surfshark are super nice, they're giving That's Football viewers 83% off and 3 months free when you use the code That's Football. That's right, they're giving not 1, 2, 3 months free and 83% off through the link in the description. Really good little bit of kit to use, Surfshark. If you've not tried a VPN before, as I said, check it out. If you have, then it's a good one. It's a good offer. One small note as well, I must just mention, this is really just me mentioning it in case there are people watching this content in areas of the world that are affected by what's going on in Ukraine at the moment. Surfshark has made its services available for free to Ukrainian journalists, and additionally they've turned off their Russian servers. However, if you are in Russia, they've kept all other servers online for those who wish to view content that is being blocked by the government. Again, this is just a public service announcement, and this is not part of the promotion here. Thanks again to Surfshark, and let's move on with the show, and we're going to go straight into the team news here. We'll start off with Aston Villa. Well, we would start off with Aston Villa, but they've not fucking put the team news up again. Bloody, I pay a licence fee to the BBC, and they can't be asked to put up the team news at 10 minutes before. And people will say, use this app, use that app. But I'm telling you what, it's not good enough. It happens too often. I found it anyway now. Martinez in goal. Cash, Konza, Mings, Young, McGinn, Luis, Ramsey, Bendia, Watkins and Coutinho. So decent team for them. Bailey on the bench. He's not really done well, has he, Leon Bailey? I'd like to know what Villa fans' opinions are of him. I thought he was going to be a good signing. Arsenal, Leno, Suarez, White, Gabriel Cherney, Odegaard, Partey, Xhaka, Xhaka, Lacazette and Smith Rowe. So he has dropped Martinelli, who is, I think, possibly carrying an injury. Martinelli, does anyone want to let me know what's happening with Martinelli? He's not even on the bench, so I mean, he hasn't dropped Martinelli. Then he's just he's moved him to the bench. He's not moved him to the bench. He's not dropped him. I presume he must have an injury. He's been injured all season, says Ash. So that is pretty good. That's quite good for anybody hoping that Arsenal might drop points, because I think Martinelli has been very impressive when I've seen him. It feels like Arsenal fans have been talking about Martinelli for years and years and years, and they probably have, but this is the first time I've really seen him on what has felt quite a regular basis, and I've been very impressed with him, but obviously he's injured. Casey says that there's a quote here from Tillemans. Oh, he's got one more year left on his contract at Leicester. Good afternoon, Mark, and I hope Villa wins today. So Soham, I think many people hope that Villa get a result today, apart from Arsenal fans, because, as I said, I think this is a symbolic game for Arsenal. If they can win this type of game, I don't think they'll be stopped in their pursuit for top four. If they drop points today, I think it opens it up. Arsenal will still be the favourites, even if they don't win today. They will still be the favourites, but it just makes it more competitive for that fourth spot, especially with our Spurs playing West Ham tomorrow. If Spurs could win that, it would put them right in the mix. But you need Arsenal to start dropping points, and I think that's the big thing. Half-time chat is going to be Arsenal versus Man United combined 11. I thought that'd be quite interesting to do. Picking lack of threat, Arteta, says Jack. He hasn't really got any other options, mate. He's not really got many options if you look at it. But Arsenal's running, somebody just said it there, Arsenal's running looks a little bit like this. So after today, they've got Crystal Palace away, which I think is quite a difficult game as well. Then they've got Brighton at home. Then they've got Southampton away. Then they've got Chelsea away. Then they've got Man United. I can see, if Arsenal were to lose or drop points today, you can see in April there's more opportunities to drop points. Palace away is not an easy game. Brighton at home, I would expect them to win, but if you catch Brighton on a wrong day, you never know. Southampton away, again, massively unpredictable. Chelsea away will be very difficult. Man United at home is going to be the big one, isn't it? We hope. West Ham away, then Leeds at home, Newcastle away, and Everton at home. I mean, I could see Arsenal winning most of those. I could see them dropping points in most of them, and I think that's the big thing, isn't it? What and how are Arsenal going to deliver over the next few weeks? And that is why I really do think that the game today is absolutely huge in the race for top four, because if they do drop points today, I think it plays on your head. You've got to go to Palace, you've got to go to Stamford Bridge, you've got to go to Southampton, and there are points that can be dropped there. But if you go to Villa and win, you think we can go to Palace and win, we can go to Southampton and win, we can go to Chelsea and get a point. I do think today's game is massively symbolic, because, as we know, at this stage of the season, it's about mentality. Have these Arsenal players got the mentality to grab an opportunity that nobody thought was possible? Fourth place for Arsenal is bigger than winning the FA Cup. It's bigger than winning the Carabao Cup. It's absolutely huge. There's no trophy for it, and some might say that's a very sad approach. You don't win anything. It's just fourth place. But it's the way football's set up, isn't it? Fourth place, I've said this many times, fourth place is more valuable to a club than the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Some people might prefer it, but if you run a poll, 4th place is more important to a football club. It puts you in the Champions League, it makes you more attractive, you earn more money from it. It's very important, and Arsenal getting that would be absolutely huge. I think and hope there are still twists and turns in this. It's not beyond the realms of possibility that Arsenal start to hemorrhage points and Man United start to win. I'd say it's unlikely, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility. But I do really feel that if Arsenal win today, that's basically going to be top 4, because it's shown again that their ability to have a disappointing result against the top side like Liverpool, but then go to a difficult away ground and win. And remember, Manchester United, we drew at I've not got Arsenal's score on the screen. We drew with Aston Villa from 2-0 up. They're a decent side. Osh says, depends what club you are and what position you are currently in. Some teams, they prefer the FA Cup. Well, we'll run a poll. Either or. Our first either or of the day. Easy to solve. 4th place, FA Cup. There we go. I might be right, I might be wrong. Get in the chat. Get in the chat. Also, Saturday night takeaway today. I'm going to do a Saturday night takeaway today. I just need to figure out how to do it. How do I normally do Saturday night takeaway? I've completely forgotten. I think I will be slightly happy about next season is the opportunity to see United versus Rangers, my favourite Premier League team versus my second favourite SPL team, says Jack. I presume you're talking about the Europa League. And fish and chips, says Michael Christian. Mark, love the watch-alongs, keep them going, says Alexander. Yeah, please do check out the F1 watch-alongs we've got this weekend. It's the opening weekend of the Formula 1. I think it's a fantastic sport to get into. I know a lot of you like it, but we are going to do qualifying at 3 o'clock today. It's an hour. Qualifying is an hour. It's fast-paced, literally. The cars go like shit off a shovel. They're really fast, but it's 1 hour of qualifying, and then tomorrow, a couple of hours of the race at 3 o'clock, and then we're doing Forest against Liverpool in the Cup, which I'm really looking forward to as well. So we've got some very exciting watch-alongs this weekend for you. Please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, we're getting close to 630,000. Let's see if we can hit it today. Players are in the tunnel. Tyrone Mings, can't believe he's in the England squad over Tomori. Shit season I think he's had, and I just don't think he's a very good centre-back. I really don't. It really pissed me off. And as a United fan, it's quite funny because I think Sancho should have been in the England squad. But I moaned more about Tomori not being in the England squad, who's got no touch point with United. I love my football. I'm very passionate about Manchester United, but I also love my football in the sense that I just enjoy watching football, and I can't stand bias. I can't stand it. Tomori should have walked into that England squad. Konsa's better. Exactly. England, Southgate pisses me off. He really does. I think he's a crap coach. Probably a really nice guy. I'm not giving him abuse. Probably a nice guy, but he is no way good enough to manage a squad of that talent. And when you're picking people like Mings and Maguire over Tomori, make it make sense. That's just bias. It's pure bias. And the media won't call it out because when I was growing up, Graham Taylor's head had a turnip on it. They were horrible, absolutely horrible, over the top towards English managers. They're now over the top the other way. Southgate just gets a complete free ride from the media. He must invite them round for drinks every bloody week or something. It's appalling. If that was French football or Italian football, they'd go mad about people like Maguire and Mings being picked over people like Tomori. But this is why we fail. It's all too bloody comfortable. Oh, he's a nice guy. He's a politician. Are you going to do a watch-along for the Eddie versus Thor fight tonight, says MJ? I'm not. I'm out tonight, so I can't do that. I've got a very busy weekend anyway, so I don't know whether I would have done it anyway. But Saturday night, I'm out. I'm doing United stand at 8, and then I'm out. Mings versus Maguire head-to-head or poll, says Jack. I think Mings would win. Glazers buying a cricket team in Dubai, basically under the name and shadow of Manchester United, and they brokered the deal when we were out of the Champions League, says Vabath. Well, they're bad owners. They're bad owners. Thanks for the super chats that are coming in, by the way. You can do that through the $sign. Is Ramsdale injured, Mark? Great point. I don't know why Leno's in goal. I've completely missed that. Completely missed that. What's the story with Ramsdale then? He must be injured. Arteta out. So Ivan says, is he injured? He is injured. Does that mean he won't be in the England squad? Pickford's having a party. He's on his mate's shoulders again. So yeah, he's got a bit of a knock. Probably misses out on the England squad, I would imagine. I mean, Leno's a good goalkeeper, but no Martinelli, no Ramsdale, away from home in a game that could open up the top 4 race. I'm smelling blood. Come on, Villa. You can do it. You can do it. Put your back into it. Martinelli is ill. So our first poll of the day is what's better, 4th place or the FA Cup? We've had nearly 3,000 votes and 4th place has got 66%. Leno's a good goalkeeper. It's not a bad shout. Mark, can you give us your best Scooby-Doo? Says Costa. Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Doo! What about Smalling for England call-up, Mark? Says whoever. I mean, I don't know. I've got no... Southgate doesn't like Smalling. So... it just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen at all. Martinelli's a big miss for the Gooners, says Last Night. Well, he is a big miss. He is definitely a big miss. But also, Smith Rowe's in the England squad. Ahead of people like Sancho. So this is his opportunity to shine, I suppose. Let it shine. But score prediction. I am going to ask the chat on this. I think it's an interesting one. We'll do a poll on this, actually. Let's do a result poll. Get you ready to vote in the chat. Interactive. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. So we'll go Villa, win, draw. Oh, messed it up. You're an idiot. Absolute idiot. Do it properly this time. Villa win. That's what happened. I had too many beers last night. I'm not my efficient self. Arsenal win. There we go. It's in the chat. And we're just about to start the match. Ref kicks it off. There we go. Not the ref. He hasn't kicked it off. That would be hideous. But we've got the timer on the screen, hopefully. Yes, we have. And you can vote on the result there. Jacob Ramsey is a fantastic player. I am doing Formula 1 later, yes. Formula 1 qualifying at 3 o'clock. Mark, in 2 years, no one will care who got 4th this season, but people will care who won the FA Cup, and the fans will remember it for decades, says Uber Mellon. I don't remember who won the FA Cup 2 years ago, mate. I actually disagree. I'd probably be able to tell you who was in the Champions League from England 2 years ago, rather than who won the FA Cup. It's subjective, isn't it? Some people will value the FA Cup. I don't value the FA Cup more than 4th place. That's the commercialisation of football. I think it's sad. I've said this before, but I'm not going to lie. I think if you offered me 4th place or the FA Cup for United, I'd take 4th place, because it's a differentiator in relation to the players that you can keep and the players that you can sign. Steve Bruce or Roy Hodgson, says Jerry. Roy Hodgson, yeah. Elijah says, Mark, are you single? Are you having a bloody laugh? Ask that question to yourself and think it through. Am I single? Only if I wanted to be. Nobody cares about the FA Cup, says Suxy. Well, I don't really want it to turn into that sort of a debate, but we're first few minutes in here. Lots going on this weekend on the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Formula 1 qualifying at 3 o'clock is going to be very active, very exciting, so tune in for that. And then we've got the full race tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And then we've got Forest against Liverpool in the FA Cup, which I hope is going to be a cracker. That was a big rivalry years ago. Way before I was born. But Forest and Liverpool was a rivalry in the 70s, in the 80s. Not anymore. But I think Forest knocked Liverpool out of the European Cup the year that they won it. 4th place plus FA Cup versus 2nd place, says Hatanas. Yeah, well, you take the cup, wouldn't you? Mark, thank God we are out of both cups. If we beat Borough, we face Spurs, now Chelsea, and Champions League City. If we beat Atletico, talk about United, tough draws, says Andrew C. And United will never win anything without a CDM and Maguire creating subconscious fear for everyone going forward. He won't even start for Millwall, says M. Parker. Thank you very much. Well, Arsenal started off quite well here, and Saka has cut it back. That could have been 1-0 to Arsenal. Smith Rowe over the bar. Bloody big chance there. Big chance. Saka down the right-hand side. Tyrone Mings looks like he's running through porridge. Saka cuts it back. Odegaard's first touch lets him down, so he can't shoot, but he passes it to What a ball it was as well by, I think, Partey to get Saka in. Look how slow Mings is. Slower than Maguire. Odegaard can't get the shot off, but he lays it off to Smith Rowe, who really should do better there. He put it over the bar, but a good start by Arsenal here. My concern with Villa is, are they on the beach? I think there's a few teams now that are on the beach, and what I mean by that is they're thinking about their summer holidays. There's no major tournament, they're not going to get relegated, so their motivation might not be there, and you get very inconsistent performances. Villa, they're not going to make Europe this year. It's all about next season for Villa. They've stabilised with Gerrard, and Arsenal could have that intensity, which we don't want to see. F1 watch along, yes. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. In fact, while we're live, I will just prevent these questions by making the video public. It's on the homepage. The qualifying video has just gone public, starting at 2:45. Ooh. 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 Who's going to win the Champions League, says Callum. I still think Man City, but let us know in the chat. I'm not doing Spurs versus West Ham watch along tomorrow, Jamie, because I'll probably have the second half on, but I'm doing Forest against Liverpool at 6, and I think Spurs against West Ham kicks off at 4:30, so there's an overlap, and there's an overlap with the F1 as well. So I'd like Bayern to win the Champions League. They should get to the semi-final. Paul Matt says, what's your thoughts on the relegation battle? That Everton goal, absolutely massive. That win for Everton was absolutely massive. And the win for Leeds last night, late winners. Surprising winners as well, because you think Everton and Leeds, have they got that mentality that you expect from teams like a Burnley who will just grind results out? But Burnley are in trouble now. Everton are 4 points ahead of them, 3 points ahead of Watford, 2 games in hand. Leeds 8 points ahead of Burnley. They have played 3 games more, but Burnley, where are Burnley going to find wins? That's the thing. I know I'm writing off Watford. I don't think that necessarily Watford are down yet, but again, Burnley don't play a game until April, Saturday the 2nd of April, at home to Man City. You'd expect them to lose that. Then they've got Everton, massive game. Then they've got Norwich, massive game. There are points for Burnley. They've got Watford, Norwich, Everton to play, Southampton to play, Newcastle to play as well. So there are points there for Burnley, but I feel that it's starting to look like the bottom 3 will be the bottom 3 at the end of the season. I think Burnley blew it last week, not getting a result against Brentford. Even a draw would have been a good draw for them, but they blew it. They blew it. Yeah, if you go to the homepage, it's open now. The Formula One watch along for qualifying, but I'm not. Obviously, I can't be live on there because we're doing this at the moment. And Arsenal have started off very well here. They've started the brighter. They look more energetic. Villa have had a week off as well, and they're the home team. Step it up, Villa. Step it up. That's what I would say. Where's your NRG? I'm just going to end the poll on the scoreline as well. 41% are going with an Arsenal win, 40% going with a Villa win, 19% going with a draw. So it's quite evenly split there. I think from the first few minutes you'd say that you'd fancy an Arsenal win. But it's early days and Villa haven't really attacked yet. Will you play Elden Ring soon? If so, make sure to have an extra controller, says Lele. I was talking about that with somebody last night, actually, having a drink. I was on about Elden Ring, and I was like, I would play it, but I haven't got the time for it. I haven't got the time. It's a very intense game, isn't it? Oh, Villa have got a free kick here on the edge of the box. Ashley Young just blocked off. It's not a shootable position. It's edge of the box, far side, so it's a chance to put a cross in. Eric Dyer should have been called up, says Eloza. So, McGinn's on this. Come on, UTV, up the Villa. Let's get a goal. Come on, Mings. I've been slagging you off. Oh, it's a lovely cross. Why has nobody attacked that? Lovely cross by McGinn. No one gets the head on the end of it. Elden Ring is terrible, says Alpha. No, he says Ellen Ring. No, we're not talking about anything about... We're not talking about Ellen's Ring. We're talking about Elden Ring. I don't care what you were up to last night. We're talking about Elden Ring. He spelt it Ellen Ring. Don't know what he's on about. Another corner here. Well, corner here for Villa. Leno in goal. No Ramsdale. Headed away by Ben White. And now Smith Rowe breaking. Would ever thought you'd see Young and Coutinho in the same team, says Steve. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Nice ball by Smith Rowe to Odegaard. Nice little ball. Good shot. Straight at the keeper. Lovely play by Arsenal there. The build-up play was lovely. Smith Rowe, Odegaard, slips in Partey. Difficult chance. Hits it first time straight at the keeper from the edge of the box. But lovely break again by Arsenal. They've had 2 opportunities here, hitting them on the break. Would you play Gran Turismo, Mark? Real fun with a steering wheel and pedals, says Eric. I don't really have the setup for it, Eric. I have got a steering wheel and pedals, but I just haven't got the space where my computer is to play it. I have done it before in the past. F1 qualifying prediction, Jacob. Verstappen top. I'm going to go Verstappen 1, Leclerc 2. And then that's when I think it gets exciting. I think 1 and 2 in qualifying will be Verstappen and Leclerc, and then I'm like, I don't know. But qualifying's really exciting. If you don't know how it works in qualifying, it's an hour's qualifying for your grid place. Oh, it's nearly an OG. OMG, it's nearly an OG. Cross came in. I think Konza chested it towards the goal, and Martinez tipped it wide from going in the bottom corner. Difficult cross to deal with, and it's nearly ended up in a goal, but it's a corner here. Corner to Arsenal. Saka's on it. Somebody dropped this. It says that cleared away by Villa. Apparently Hamilton's just done a good lap. I haven't kept an eye on the morning final practice sessions, so basically what happens in Formula 1 is the race is tomorrow at 3 o'clock, but the day before they do qualifying to where you are on the grid, 20 spaces on the grid. Quickest time, top, second quickest time, second. And obviously being at the front of the grid in the race gives you a much better chance of winning because you've got a clean space in front of you, get to that first corner off your trot. So in qualifying, it's great because it's an hour. And what happens in qualifying is, I might get the timings wrong here, but it's roughly the same. They're all out from the start, doing their laps, right? After 20, I think it's 25 or 20 minutes, 25 minutes, the slowest 10 drop out. No, the slowest 5 drop out. The 15 carry on doing laps again. And then after another 15 minutes, the five slowest drop out again. So you're left with 10 racers who, for the last 10, basically race to be the quickest time. So it's fast action and the hour flows by. Really good. But we're doing a live watch along, so we will talk you through that. And I love F1 because there's a lot. I like a lot of the races. I have a preference for who I want to win. I like Mercedes, I like Hamilton, and I like George Russell anyway. That's a great save by Martinez. Deflected off Konza's chest, going in the bottom corner, and he's just pulled out a great save. Absolutely great. Deitch for England manager, maybe do a ref head-to-head, says Jack. Sean Deitch? No, I'm not leaving Burnley. They don't do good gravel in London. I've tried it. It's expensive and it's not as good as Burnley gravel. Do I think Aston Villa will buy Coutinho, says Keeler? I'd leave that to Villa fans, really. I think he would go to Villa. I don't think he's going to do any better than Villa. I can't see. Sometimes you get a player like that who goes on loan to someone like Villa, and then someone like Liverpool or Chelsea will go, oh, he's done well in the Premier League, we'll buy him. I don't think anyone's going to do that. So I think that Villa would be a good move for him. I just don't know whether he's going to be the right fit for Villa. It's expensive. They could spend their money elsewhere, but then again, He's a very good player. I like Lando Norris, says Liam White. I like Lando Norris too. I like Daniel Ricciardo. I like McLaren. It's one of my favourite teams. I like Ocon at Alpine as well. And I like Alonso at Alpine. I don't like Red Bull much. I don't mind Verstappen, but I don't like Red Bull. I just think Horner's a bit... He just gets on my tits a bit. I don't dislike him. I can't be arsed with any of that. I don't dislike him. He just does get on my nerves a little bit. I prefer Toto Wolff. But, no, I hope it's going to be a really good season. I'm excited about it. I like the Japanese racer as well. I can never pronounce his name properly as well. He's good. It'd be very interesting. I wish Williams were good. That was where George Russell was. But they're way off the pace. I just call him Yuki. I know his first name. I can't pronounce. Ferrari are one to watch out for today. I mean, ultimately, I would love every car to be racing the same and with the same pace because I think it would make it more interesting. But Tsunda is really funny. If that's Yuki's very funny because he's obviously learned English swear words and doesn't get the context of them. So he'd be driving in his car and he'll go, "What? Fucking CUNT and all this." Hi Mark, Hamilton will lose the season again, says Iffy. Well, if his car's not very good, he will. Arsenal playing well here. That's a foul. Yellow card. Ramsey on Smith Rowe. Quite a bad tackle that actually. It's a scissor tackle. I mean that's a nasty tackle by Ramsey. That is there. Brody, thanks very much for the super chat. 1 minute. I don't know why we've got someone knocking on the fucking door at this time. Twats. Bet it's bloody Amazon. At least I missed the goal. I can't see now. I can't see now. You ever done that? Oh, you ever had that? You look into a bright light and it blinds you afterwards. Oh, I can't read the chat. Oh dear, I just have to talk about myself. I'm back now. Still 0-0. Decent start by Arsenal, but I'm not worried yet. It's not got the feel of a dominant Arsenal performance at the moment, and I'm hoping Villa can start to build their way into this game a little bit more. I'd take a point because if Arsenal win, they go 4 points ahead of United with a game in hand. If they draw, they're 2 points ahead of United with a game in hand, and I just don't want them to go beyond 3. If they go beyond 3, that's more than one result, isn't it? That's a psychological blow if you know that you need Arsenal to drop points in 2 games. And if people haven't figured that out, basically, if Arsenal are 2 points ahead of United and they lose a game and we win, we go ahead of them. If Arsenal are 4 points ahead of us and they lose a game and we win, we don't go ahead of them. So you need 2 results. Here's Saka into the box. Odegaard into Saka. It's lovely play. Oh my God. Brilliant play between Saka and Odegaard and Smith Rowe. I don't know whether he gets in Lacazette's way here. Again, it's fantastic play by Arsenal. Saka, lovely interchange between him and Odegaard. The telepathic. Oh, it's lovely play. I don't think either of them are going to turn that in. Good play. It's pronounced Yuki Tsunoda, says Mark. There you go. It says Tuchels. Yuki Tsunoda, that's his name. Is Danny Ings a flop, says Martin. I just think it was a weird signing by Dean Smith. I never understood why Villa bought Danny Ings. You've got Watkins. You're not Liverpool or Chelsea where you can have two strikers because you're playing so many games. If you're playing Champions League football and Premier League football and you're going to go deep in domestic trophies, having two good strikers isn't a bad idea. But I never understood why Villa did it. Danny Ings and Watkins, but you've got so many other holes in your team. It just didn't seem to make sense. David Knowles says that Saka's going to be a top 15 world player in 3 years. Top 15 sounds a little bit unfair, mate. I think he might be a bit higher than that. Villa will win, says Robert. I hope they do win. I really do. He's impressive, Saka. Oh, I've just had a message from Draughty. Sandbags are off. The rocket ship Mercedes has launched. Don't know what that means. We've been talking this week, me and Draughty, because we like F1, and he was saying Mercedes haven't got a chance this year in the Formula 1. They're putting in bad times, and I said they might be sandbagging, and what sandbagging means is that you just underperform on purpose so that people think that you're not that good. We'll see. Barnaby says, your stand-up videos are brilliant. Check them out on my channel. Thank you very much. Villa on the attack here. Here's Ashley Young. Zayn Miasi's here with a cup of tea. Thanks, Jared. Good cross in there. Oh, Leno's got it. Good cross. Good defending by Ben White. It was a lovely cross. He got his foot on it. And then Leno, fast off his line. Like Lewis Hamilton off the pit lane. I'm getting excited about the Formula 1 now. Jacob Ramsey's a fantastic player, Cooker. I don't watch Villa every week, but when he played against United 2 games in January, he was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think he's going to be great. Does the Europa Conference League winner get into the Super Cup? Surely not. No. They probably just get like free tickets to the match. Europa League winner and Champions League winner play each other in the Super Cup, and the Conference League winner gets free tickets to watch it. That's basically what UEFA have said. Saka or Smith Rowe? Well, I'll do an either or, but I think it's very obvious. I think it'll be an annihilation, but a democracy lets you vote. There you go. Super chat here. Who do you think are England's top 3 players? Says Irina. I like that. Top 3 England players. We'll do that at half time as well. I like that one. Haas are going to win Formula 1 this year, says Ruben. And then you're going to wake up. Arsenal, lack of threat. Get rid of it, Young. Well, I don't know what everyone thinks in the chat, but I do feel that Arsenal have been the more dangerous side in these first few minutes. Well, first few minutes, it's flown by. First 23 minutes. James says that practice 3 is very interesting at the moment. Yeah, I'm getting updates. We are going to be live at 2:45 for the qualifying of the F1. I would suggest, if you like Formula 1, tune in, because it was brilliant when we did the final race last year. But we're going to do a lot of races on this channel this year for Formula 1. So if you're looking to get into it, if you like Drive to Survive, it's a great sport to do watch along for. I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to the qualifying. But we're watching the football at the moment. Harry says it's going to be his first full season watching the F1. I think the first 3 races, it's 3 o'clock tomorrow, it's 6 o'clock the week after, and then the third race is 6 a.m. So the times are all over the place as well, which is good when it doesn't clash with the football. Arsenal still dictating the play here. I tell you what, I think Thomas Partey has improved massively over the last 3 or 4 months. His Odegaard gets it right to Saka. I think those two have got a really good connection between Saka and Odegaard. Ultimately, I need Villa to get a win here, but I do think Odegaard is massively underrated. I think he's a fantastic number 10. Absolutely fantastic. So we've got a number 10 in Bruno, and they're just... I'm not saying that Odegaard's better than Bruno. I'm sure a lot of people will say he is, but Bruno, I think key passes, he's number 1 in the Premier League. He gets a lot of goals, he gets a lot of assists. They're very different number 10s, basically. I think Odegaard takes more care of the ball. Bruno's always trying to do it straight away. Saka's got 80% of the vote here between him and Smith Rowe, so I think we'll end that one. It's about the structure, says Devraj. It's about the players. It's about the structure. I look at that Arsenal team, and I just don't know. Can't they get 4th place? I don't know. It's about the structure. It's about the players. It's about the support. 25 minutes. Jacob Rams is on a yellow card here. I think Villa are having to put in a few tackles. I wonder if that might be a differentiator. Yeah, Romario, I agree with you. I think Odegaard takes more time, more care of the ball. He's more delicate with the ball, more of a builder. United fan, but I think Carrot is the best pundit in Sky, says Kundan. Thanks everyone for subscribing away. We're only 300 away from 630,000, so please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Get involved with the channel. Everyone's welcome on That's Football, as you know. That needs moving back a bit, that does. That's not right. That's better. There we go. Hey up, what have we done here? There we go. Perfection, perfection. Corner to Villa. UTV. Goals scored from corners this season. Villa have got 8. They're in 3rd place behind Liverpool and Man City and West Ham. Come on then, Villa. 8 goals from corners. I think United have got 1, haven't we? Well, it must be 1, considering we hadn't scored in 140 corners. Thanks for subscribing, Joshua. Let's see what happens with this corner from Villa. In and around the keeper. He's caught it. What was the most disappointing games ever, says Callum. Normally watching England, to be fair. Mings hasn't scored. Viraj. Leno has it in his hands. No, Man United have got 2 corners this year. Harry and Ronaldo. What would you do if Liverpool get quadruple, says Van Dijk. Nothing. What am I going to do? If Liverpool get the quadruple, I'm going to go live on this channel. It's not fair. Take one off them. It's not fair. There's nothing you can do. Records are there to be broken, aren't they? So there ain't nothing you can do about it. I'd be very surprised if Liverpool or City won the treble this year, simply because I'd be very worried if Man City weren't around and Liverpool were there, because they've got a clear run at it. But it'd be very impressive if one of them won the quadruple or the treble, because they're up against each other in every trophy: FA Cup, Premier League, and the Champions League. And you would hope that if one wins the other. Having said that, when United won the treble, we were up against a very, very, very good Arsenal side. We beat them in the league. We knocked them out in the FA Cup semi-final. So it's not impossible. But it would be very impressive, as much as I hate it. Ben White or Maguire, says Vuttel. I mean, I think it's Ben White, isn't it? Certainly on form. Do I know anything about Bangladesh, says Rozzy? Well, yeah, I know it's a country. Mark, if Haaland joins Man City in the summer, do you think it's going to game over for other clubs, says Liam? No. Good cross by Arsenal. People in the box. Clear it. Saka shoots. It's a goal for Arsenal. How's that gone in? Martinez is letting him in for free. It's his old mates club. Mates rates. How's he let that in? How has he let that in? Oh, you bloody arseholes. It's been coming. They've been the better side. Gerrard's having a look at the video. Keeper should save that for me. How can he save a point blank going into the bottom corner goal from, and then not save this? Cross comes in, edge of the box. They've got so many people back. Saka shoots. Oh, keeper's got to do better there. He's got to do better there. He can't see till it's too late. That's what it is. That's the angle you needed. He shot through a crowd and the keeper can't see it. If that's a shot and he can see it, he saves that. Oh, it's close enough to save that. Saka scores. De Bruyne versus Odegaard poll. Love your content, says Callum. My favourite F1 driver is Alonso, but and that too when he's a bit drunk. Also, Mark, please come to India someday. Mark, come to India. Thank you very much. Would you oppose a salary and trade cap for football? For example, 60 million net spend and 2 million team salary. It's not very competitive, the salary cap, though, is it, Spencer? That's the problem. Oh, that's a big goal. You know what? That's a bigger goal than people think. Arsenal have been the better side, and they've got the goal, and they've got the momentum now. And oh, what's going on here? Somebody's just jumped over. Lacazette's just fell over. What's going on here? Wasn't looking. Yellow card. Foul on Saka. It's all kicking off a little bit here. Villa need to find some bloody disciplines. Lacazette, no one was near him, and he just seemed to do a back roll. I don't know what was going on there, but we need to see a replay. Mings is just acting like a fucking MP here. What's the ref going to do? Well, it'd be nice to see a replay. McGinn floored him, apparently, says Liam. Lacazette's going, you talking to me? You talking to me? Well, Saka's down injured. This is really bad for United, says Barry. It's terrible. If Arsenal win this, they go 4 points ahead of United with a game in hand and a game at the Emirates. Need Arsenal to drop points. I don't. I don't know whether that's a yellow card for Mings there. He wins the ball and his studs are showing. It's always hard with those. They look bad in slow-mo, but he's won the ball. It's as like Lucas says, to me it looks absolutely fine. He's booked him. I don't know. I don't really agree with that. But we've seen people get sent off for that. You can win the ball and get sent off. So, but I don't think there's any intention to injure. I don't actually think it's reckless. He's had to win the ball and he's gone to win the ball. And sometimes you do show your studs when you win the ball. But he's booked him. Mark, as much as you have a rivalry, would you want United to copy their model? Seems like Arsenal are heading in the right direction, says Connerty. Well, I don't know what the Arsenal model is, but suffice to say, I sort of called it quite early that what Arteta was doing was going to take a bit of time. He came into the club with big problems, played a back five, counter-attacked, won an FA Cup. Then he started to build the team in the way that he wanted to build it by removing players and bringing in his own players and playing a different system. And it's been a gradual improvement that maybe some Arsenal fans were too naive to see what was going on, but it has been a gradual improvement. And if that's the model, then I'd agree with that's what United need to do. They need to bring a manager in, and I was talking about this last night. If you bring Ten Hag in, next season he's still going to be using people like Harry Maguire and Marcus Rashford because they're not going to get sold this summer, but he might sell them the summer after. Not everything will get solved in a summer, and I think that's a very good... Arteta's a very good example of that. He was still using Leno last season, he was still using Aubameyang last season, but long term he didn't want them, and I think therefore you do need that level of patience that some fans don't seem to want to give. But yeah, so I do agree that I think that the Arteta way of doing it with Arsenal is a way that United need to take a look at. You need to give a manager total control, and you need to have the right manager and give them that freedom and backing. Yeah, but as we know, it's not always easy. There were people printing T-shirts about Arteta. There was people going Arteta out. So I was talking to an Arsenal fan this weekend who says he knows an Arsenal fan who says, look, I'm still Arteta out, but I'm glad we're doing well. I mean, what's that all about? You're doing better than you've been doing for 15 years. So, Arteta out. What time's El Clasico? I'm not doing it. I didn't even know it was on. Gerrard's not doing us any favours, says Cinny B. No, he's not. He's not. Arsenal have been the better team. Villa have done next to nothing in the 35 minutes here. You need a stretch, Mark. I do need a stretch. And I'm very excited about the Formula 1 qualifying. 3 o'clock today. We will be live for that. The link is on the homepage already. El Clasico is at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, apparently. There you go. Well, I've got a busy day tomorrow because I've got the Formula 1 watch-along, and then straight after that we're going into the Liverpool against Forest FA Cup game. So, yeah, there's only so many hours I can do. Villa need to kick up the arse here. It's been very disappointing. Very disappointing from Villa so far. But I said that before the game kicked off. They might be on the beach. Arsenal's intensity. Remember, Arsenal have only got the cup. Only got the league to play for. They're out of all the cups. But it's surprising, considering Arsenal played on Wednesday night against Liverpool, how focused and energetic they've been, and how lethargic Aston Villa have been. No way Glazers pass on the easy layup marketing of Eric the Red. They salivating at the social media engagements. Ten Hag has been trending for the past week, says Dan. Yeah, they've got to go with that if they want social media, don't they? Arsenal on the attack again here. I did book in for a haircut, Charlie, straight after the show. So thanks everyone who surrounded me. Thanks everyone for surrounding me. Thanks everyone who reminded me. Mark, you barely have any hair. I've got bloody loads of hair. That's the problem. It grows so fast. It's first half at the moment, Archie, and it's 1-0 to Arsenal. Deservedly so, unfortunately. They have been the better side. Villa, I I can't think of a chance for Villa. They've been competitive, but they've not had a chance. Here we go. Come on. Cross comes in. Not a very good one. They've got to commit men forward. Do you think United will finish top 4? Says a wrecked Isle. Yeah, I'm not reading the next one. Well, being as you were trying to troll me, I don't think that deserves an answer. Suffice to say, I think Arsenal are favourites for top 4 and they deserve it at the moment. Coutinho's been very quiet, Hannah. Arsenal looking solid in defence, as Martin. I think this has been one of the reasons for Arsenal's success this season is that they've got stability in their spine. I mean, I know Ramsdale's not playing today, but they've been playing Ramsdale with Smith Rowe and Gabriel and Xhaka and Partey and Odegaard, and that sort of spine really has worked. Notice the lack of Lacazette in that spine, because I don't think he is the player that Arteta wants to use, and I think Lacazette's done an admirable job, but imagine. I mean, they'd never have it, but imagine if Lacazette was Benzema. That team would go up a level. If they got Vlahovic, it would have gone up a level, and that's what he wants to do in the summer. So the scary thing about Arsenal is they're doing very well, but you can also see where they're going to improve. If they had a really good striker, they'll go up a level again. And that's what you want when you're progressing. You want to be able to see your areas of improvement. I still think full-back, they're a little bit weak. They need to get... I mean, that Tomiyasu seems to be out for a long time. I don't know what the story is there. What do you think about Salzburg's Mohamed Kamara? He was man of the match versus Bayern. Didn't play the second leg. They lost. Reminds me of Kante, says AM Key. This is why you need someone like Ranić involved, because... no worries, pal. This is not trolling. I answered the question anyway. I think that's the sort of player that Ranić would look at. Yeah. Come on, Villa. 5 minutes to go to half time. Yes, Saturday night takeaway. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Please remember, we're sponsored by Surfshark on the show. Virtual private network. You can get it for 3 months plus 83% off. You can use you can scan the QR code. That's Football is the code to use, or you can go through the link in the description. Surfshark's fantastic for your virtual private network. So, you know, if you want to conceal your identity online when you're searching, so you don't get all those bloody browser things clocking up, or if you're on your holidays in America or something and you want to log on to your UK Netflix, things like that, or you're in the UK and you want to look at American Netflix or other location-based streaming services, virtual private network, very, very good, and Surfshark is a really good one to use. And as I said, you can get the first 3 months free. That's 3 months free plus 83% off. Link in the description. Please use the code That's Football if you want to get that, or you can scan it through the QR code as well. Big up to Surfshark. We are doing a Saturday night takeaway. I just need to figure out how to do it. I forgot how I used to do it. So basically, I will send you a takeaway tonight. What happens is, we'll do it through Instagram. The winner will be DM'd. You message me back with your PayPal and I'll send you 30 quid to get a takeaway or something like that. Mark, with the recent reports saying United want Ten Hag more than Poch, do you think that that's true? And I love your streams. I hope it's true, Mohammed. I hope it is true. I'd like to see that happen. Poch to Spurs, Conte to PSG. I could see it happening, but as long as it's not Poch to United, I think I can live with it. Cross comes in. Corner to Arsenal. Gerrard is throwing this game. I genuinely don't think Gerrard's throwing this game. It's not that deep. Arsenal still might not get top 4 even if they win this, so I don't think that is that deep. Would you take Busquets? No. Finished FC. That's super chat from Finished FC saying would I take Busquets. Next career videos on Monday, Marlon. Don't do them at the weekend, especially not this weekend with the Formula 1 and the football. There's too much to cover. Cross comes in. Martinez grabs hold of that. Ricardo says it's definitely something Gerrard would do. No, I think it's too early in the season to do that. I really do. I'm absolutely gagging for the toilet. So just before the half-time chat, I'm just going to quickly run. I'll be 1 minute. Back again. Arteta. Busquets had walked into Man United's squad. I don't want Busquets. Don't care what you think. I was asked the question. I said no. Don't try and justify somebody else's opinion when they're very firmly have stated it. I wouldn't take Busquets at Manchester United. I don't care whether you would or not. I was asked the question. Well done for having your own opinion. We move. Dashbridge, says GN. I've got to say, very disappointed, but Arsenal just want this more at the moment, and I'm not happy with Villa. I bet Villa fans are even more unhappy. You've not played in a week. They've played a very, very tough game against Liverpool on Wednesday night. It's Saturday lunchtime, and Arsenal are playing more energetic and focused than Villa. It's embarrassing. If I was Gerrard, I'd be going mad. What's going on? What you doing? What you doing? I tell you what. What? I tell you what. You won't be here next season. Joe, he's booked Lacazette or is he booked Xhaka? He's booked Xhaka. That's what we need. A Xhaka red card. He pushed him in the face. Send him off. So 3 minutes added on here. Just getting some updates on the F1. Anthony says, I enjoyed your stand-up. Brilliant stuff. Thanks, pal. Just go to the Mark Goldbridge does stand-up on YouTube. Ooh. Matty Cash on Cherney there. Well, that is studs up. It's about the culture. Bet if Villa was playing us, they'd be all up for it. No, I think what that is, the honest tiger. I have to defend there. If Villa were playing us, they'd be all over us because we're shit. That's why they'd be all over us. Not because they're putting in more effort. We're just not very good. Is it me or has there been way more red cards, says Callum? Are you a fan of planes, trains and automobiles? I haven't seen it in ages, random, to be honest. Smooth operator. Right, we're about to hit half time here. Literally just about to hit half time. Oh, he's all right. Leno's all right. He was his own player. Ramsdale. Can't come on, he's injured himself. Hip injury with Ramsdale, I think he's out for a month. As I said, Pickford's having a party. He'd be absolutely loving that. Leno's alright. And that's half time. 1-0 to Arsenal at half time, away to the Villa. Very disappointing Villa performance. Very lethargic. I haven't watched loads of Villa this season, but when I have watched them, they don't play like that. They've been very impressive. Is the honeymoon period over with Gerrard? This is a team that I was thinking next season might actually be a team that can compete for top 4, but based on this, Villa have been very disappointing. Yes, maybe their season is over. Maybe they're starting to look towards next season, but it's a disappointing performance from Villa. No shots from Villa, says Pars, which is, again, not acceptable when they're at home against the Villa side that played on Wednesday night. There's an opportunity there, and they've not performed. Certainly not. Arsenal players are divers, says it's football, not soccer. What driver are you most excited to see in the new F1 season? I think Russell in the Mercedes, I'm excited to see this season. He's the next big thing, isn't he? So yeah, looking forward to that. 3 o'clock today. If you go to the homepage, you can already see the live chat is open for Formula 1 qualifying at 3 o'clock today. Very excited for that. I've got my old headphones ready. We're live racing. Race. Oh God, I nearly choked myself. We're racing. So ready for that. Can't wait for that. Straight after this, but the negative mood is about the fact that if Arsenal win this game, I said it at the start of the week, they were playing at home to Leicester, home to Liverpool, away to Villa. Needed them to get 4 points or less. At the moment, they're on course for 6. If they win this game, they're 4 points ahead of United with a game in hand. That's 2 results. That means they can lose one and still be ahead of United even if they win. This is not good. I know they've still got a game in hand as well, so this is not a good result for Manchester United. We needed Villa to turn up, and typically Villa have put in a performance which is just like that. Hi Mark, you a fan of the Peaky Blinders, and if so, what do you think of the new series? Cheers, great content, says Guitar. But it's quite a dark series, I think, this final series. I mean, we've had Polly's death, and now we've had another one. No spoilers. But yeah, I do like it. But it's a very bleak series, I would say. It's quite a depressing series so far. Anyway, half-time chat. We are going to do England's top 3 players. I was going to do combined 11 between Arsenal and Manchester United, but at the moment I'm going to go with England's top 3 players because I think it's quite a good debate for us to have at half-time. Before I do that, top left-hand corner, QR code there, Surfshark, virtual private network. You can get your first 3 months free, 3 months free, plus 83% off after that. All you got to do is scan the QR code or go through the link in the description, use the code UnitedStand, and you can try Surfshark's VPN. What is a VPN? It's a virtual private network. It protects your data. It protects you when you're online by making you anonymous. It also means that when you are in America or wherever, you can use online specific location-based services like Netflix. And if you're in the UK, you can say that you're in America and you can watch what's gone on there. Or if you're on holiday from the UK and you're in New York, you can change your location to London and watch it like that. So really good thing. And you can check it out for 3 months for free anyway. So give it a go. Link in the chat. Use the code UnitedStand. Big shout out to Surfshark. Right. Lots of people putting in with their top 3s already. So we're also going to do Saturday Night Takeaway in a minute. I'll explain how you can get involved in that in a moment, where I can send you a Saturday Night Takeaway of your choice. So get ready for that in a couple of minutes' time. But let's get this party started. So, top 3 England players. I sort of probably would work my way through and say, well, Pickford, no. I think right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold, you've got to say that he would probably... I'm going to have to write some of these down. So, Trent would be a consideration straight away. Centre-backs, Stones, Maguire, piss off, no. I mean, I think Stones is decent, but he's not going to be in the top 3, is he? We can't even pick our best centre-backs. Tamori should be in that bloody team, let alone not being in the squad. I mean, watching today, Tyrone Mings is an England class centre-back. I like him, I think he's good, but he's not England class. It's just bias. Mark, people actually watch your watch-along. Maybe not so strange when all they say is, where is the card? Whole fan base. Okay, says Frank. Thank you very much for that super chat, Frank. Left back, Luke Shaw, Chilwell. They're decent, but yeah, again, I wouldn't put them in the top 3. And then moving into the midfield, you've got people like Declan Rice, Jordan Henderson, Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount. I'll write Rice down as a consideration, and Henderson I think is a decent player as well. Bellingham is one for the future. I don't think he's quite hit it yet, but I think he will do, but he's not established himself in the team yet as a starter. So I do like Bellingham, but I don't think he's quite there yet. Sterling, Grealish, Foden, Kane. Kane's got to be a consideration. Sterling maybe. Foden. Has Foden done it in an England shirt enough? I suppose we're going off. We are, yeah. We'll put Foden in there because you're going off pure talent, aren't you? Whether you've done it in an England shirt or not. I mean, I still think that Gerrard and Lampard and Rooney didn't do it in an England shirt as much as they should have done, but they were still best talents. Would you take Michael Keane over Maguire, says Grug? I think it's a very close one, to be honest. I do. Saka is very good. He's a very good talent. I agree. I can't disagree with that. So my shortlist of 6/7 players are Trent, Rice, Henderson, Kane, Sterling, Foden, Saka. Jack says just 5. Thank you very much, Jack. I'm going to go... So tell me what your 3 best England players are. I'm going to go definitely Harry Kane, definitely Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then my third choice is difficult. I mean, I do think Declan Rice is a very good player. I really do. I think he's been very, very good and very consistent. And as a CDM, you're always going to be underrated. But if I'm honest, it's between Foden and... I'm surprised to say this. I think it's between Foden and Saka. I think... Unless you've seen quite a bit of Arsenal this season, people might think that's a joke. But I think he's been almost like there. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Considering he missed the penalty with Sancho and Rashford, the strength of character that he has shown to have a season like that, and not only a season like that, a leader. He's like, how old is Saka? Is he like 20? I watch him play for Arsenal this season when I've seen him, and he's like a leader on the pitch. He takes responsibility for that team. Where is the responsibility in that team when you look at it? Lacazette, I mean, he's not good enough to take the responsibility. Odegaard, fantastic season, definitely. Smith-Rowe's had a good season. Martinelli's had a good season. But in the attack, he's the leader of that team. And I just think, really difficult scenario. It reminds me of what happened to Beckham in the 98 World Cup, and we've seen it happen with Rooney as well. You make a big mistake like that for England, and it can make or break you. And I think it's a testament to him that whenever I watch Arsenal play, he's such an important player for them, and his potential is so big. So I think I would put him in there. I think I would put Saka in. Saka, Kane and Trent for me. They're the 3. That's who my top 3 are. Please subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right hand corner. Just to give you the other side, Gamebird says Saka's crap and overrated. So there you go, that's the other side. Who's your money on to qualify for the World Cup, Mark? Portugal or Italy? Any chance of a watch along for it? At Isakali's 100%. Next Thursday, I'll be doing watch alongs for the World Cup qualifiers. Portugal are playing Turkey. Italy playing North Macedonia. The winner of that game plays the following Tuesday for a place in the World Cup. I am definitely doing watch alongs for that because I think, although it's not the World Cup until December, Portugal or Italy are going to knock each other out of the World Cup. We're just getting it in March instead of getting it in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals in December. So it's a huge game. Yeah, definitely be doing that as a watch along. And thanks for the super chats. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right hand corner. We're only 200 away from 630,000. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Really enjoying doing this channel as always, but really enjoying it at the moment because it's an escape from Manchester United, who are not very good at the moment, and I still get to enjoy football. So thanks everyone. I'm sure a lot of you do watch football other than your team, and you're very welcome on here. Although with a United angle, I really need Villa to come out this second half and get something. Even a point at this stage would be great. Keep Arsenal within a result of United. Currently they're 1 point ahead. If this score stays the same, they'll go 4 points ahead. Obviously a draw, 2 points ahead. So at least a draw today, please. I think if Arsenal win today, they've basically got one very firm grip on that 4th place because there'll be 2 results ahead of United, Spurs and West Ham with a game in hand as well, and they'll firmly be in place. Who would win between Italy and Portugal, says user? I don't actually know. I think it's going to be very interesting to see. Remember, 3 o'clock this afternoon as well, we're doing Formula 1 qualifying. The first race of the season is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. That will be live on this channel. That's racing on That's Football. But at 3 o'clock today, the first qualifying session to see where everyone will be on the grid. It's an hour. It's fast-paced. You can't take your eyes off it. Slower cars drop out to leave the top 10. We'll go through all that at 3 o'clock, but I'm really excited about it. Bahrain, there we go. Also, just as well, I am just going to pin this at the moment. Let me just type it. Saturday night takeaway. How can you win a Saturday night takeaway? And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can still do it. So that's not what I wanted. I wanted... Basically, my Instagram page is... what is my Instagram page? I don't even know. You know when you have so many accounts, you don't know what they are. At Goldbridge Mark is my Instagram page. So I'm going to whack the link in the chat here. Saturday night takeaway. Let me just get the link in the chat. That's it. Okay, that's working. So I'm going to pin it. But don't click it yet. Or just go to my Instagram page. All you got to do to enter the Saturday night takeaway is go to my Instagram page at Goldbridge Mark. Give me a follow. Go to my most recent post, smash a like on it, and then type in the comments what your dream Saturday night takeaway will be. I will start going through those comments in the second half, and by full time, I will announce to you who has won a Saturday night takeaway. I will get in contact with you, and we will sort that out for you by sending you the money to order it tonight. So Saturday night takeaway, we do it every now and again on That's Football. Links in the chat, or just go to @Goldbridge Mark on my Instagram. Follow me, go to my most recent post, smash a like on it, and then get into the comments with your dream Saturday night takeaway, and we can sort that out for you. I think the last one we did, I can't remember who the winner is, but whoever wins, please do an Instagram post on your story of the picture of what you get, and then you'll get a share on that, which means you probably get a load of followers as well. So it's all up there for thinking. Trent is great in a Liverpool shirt, but questionable in an England shirt, says Charlie Griffiths. Well, I think that's a very in thing. It doesn't matter if you live in Australia, as long as you can order a takeaway, you can still win, because we'll send you the money to order it. So basically, the winner will be contacted by me. I'll send you the money, and then you just order your takeaway. I'm not going to get a flight to Australia with your Chinese takeaway, am I? Or your fish and chips. Oh, I'll be there tomorrow. Might be a bit cold. Flynn is absolutely buzzing for the F1 to be back. Good to see. Watch it as well. Yeah, 3 o'clock today on this channel. We'll be there for that. But I like that previous comment there. So we've just done at half time top 3 England players, and my top 3 England players are Kane, Trent and Saka. They're my top 3 England players. Everyone's going to have a different top 3, but Leon, thanks for the super chat. But the interesting thing is that I agree that Trent in an England shirt's not been that great, but also there is a problem with this England team, and I think sometimes people are scared to call opinions out. I'm not saying that Southgate is not picking these players for any reason sinister. I don't think he's not picking Sancho or Tomori because he hates them or anything like that. I just think he's just not a very good coach. And I think you could use that explanation for Trent as well. He has virtually left Trent out of the Euros, didn't he, before? He was going to leave him out. He's left him out of squads before. Southgate has these... Look, I don't think he's a very good coach. I think he's a nice guy. And you know, sometimes in the modern world, people can't differentiate between, I think you're probably a nice guy, but I don't think you're very good at your job. Take it personally then, whatever, that's up to you, but I don't think you're very good as a football manager. I don't think you were very good when you're managing Middlesbrough, and I don't think you're a very good England manager. And the reason I don't think you're a very good England manager is because I think you're too defence orientated, and I think you have your favourites. Tomori is playing in a team that is top of Serie A. Serie A may not be good enough to win the league. They haven't got anybody in the Champions League quarterfinals, but Inter played very well against Liverpool. They gave them a game. The standard is not that far behind. And Tomori is playing in a team that is top of the league, week in, week out. He's gone to a foreign country. Not many players do that, and Southgate seems to look down his nose at that. Whereas I think most people with a brain would actually see that, you know, when Sancho and Bellingham are playing in the Bundesliga well, or Tomori's playing in Serie A well, that just shows that they're a more suitable player to play for England, because they're not just doing it in the Premier League, they're doing it in another league as well. So I think Southgate is biased, and I think that Trent's issues for England are more to do with the coach than himself. I don't think he just suits a Liverpool team. I think he's a very, very, very good right back, and I think Southgate doesn't like him for some reason, doesn't know how to use him. Tomori should be in that England squad, way ahead. I mean, Tyrone Mings is in an England squad. Harry Maguire's in an England squad. He has been awful. I'm a United fan. Maguire's terrible this year. He should not be in an England squad. It's favouritism and bias over form and talent, and I don't like it. Sancho should be in the England squad ahead of Grealish as well, 100%. But you're always going to get these people who just... Southgate's picking people who are influencers in the dressing room. He's picking, you know, Maguire and Mings, they're captains of their clubs, or they're big personalities. They're also big piles of turds this year compared to other players. Mark, I'm so tired of Man United. Every big game they fold faster than Superman on laundry day, says Brian. Oh, there you go. Thank you very much for that, for Brian. Anyway, they're coming out for the second half. Southgate, tell me a club in England in the Premier League that Southgate would get in charge of. I don't think he's better than Dean Smith. Whoever Watford's manager is this week, I don't think he's better than Hodgson. He's certainly not better than Eddie Howe. He's not better than Sean Dyche. He would not get a job in the Premier League, as far as I'm concerned. Leeds wouldn't go for him. England's manager, who's got all these talented players like Harry Kane, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jude Bellingham, Foden, Mount, Saka, all these fantastic players managed by a Championship manager. That's England for you. That's the FA, because he speaks well like an MP and he dresses well. Trying to win things. England don't. The English FA has never wanted to win anything in my life. They're not about that. Mark, are you doing a watch along for the England versus France game in the Six Nations this evening? Keep up the cracking content as well, says Joseph. I wasn't planning to, Joseph. I don't know what time it starts. England are rubbish, so I'll probably just keep an eye on it. I do like the Six Nations, but I don't like it when England don't win. Second half has started. We're 20 seconds into the second half. We need a goal from Villa here if you are not wanting Arsenal to get top four. But if you are wanting Arsenal to get top four, certainly worthy of their 1-0 lead. They've been the better team. I don't think Villa had a shot on target in the first half. They were absolutely dreadful. And it's Arsenal on the attack again here. Wave after wave, actually. Terrible start by Villa again. They're just so lethargic. I don't know what they're up with here. No shots at all for Villa, says Adam. I don't think Zidane's... Do you think Zidane's going to go and be the PSG coach? I don't think he is. I think he wants the French job. The thing about Zidane is his domestic management is basically you can't beat it. He won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. That's just unheard of. So I just think he wants to go and manage France. Arsenal doing all the attacking again. Here's Odegaard. Cross comes in. Another corner. So I think this sort of comment's really quite offensive from Lewis. He says that the only reason that he won 3 Champions Leagues in a row is because he had Cristiano Ronaldo. But Barcelona had Lionel Messi. Both those players were in their primes then. So I don't think just because you've got a world-class player that you win the Champions League 3 years in a row. I think winning the Champions League 3 years in a row is ridiculously difficult to do. Hi Mark, I'm tired of the English media hating on Jesse Marsch just because he's American. He's a decent coach and getting the most out of Leeds. Oh, he's done very well. 2 wins in a row, Chris. Very well. Can you do vote for Partey, Kovacic and Fred, says Ricky Gervais. I can't, mate, at the moment because I've got my Saturday night takeaway pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to win a Saturday night takeaway, all you've got to do is click the link on the pinned chat or go to my Instagram page. It'll both take you to the same place, at Goldbridge Mark. Give me a follow, smash a like on my most recent post, which is me with a Guinness, and get in the comments with what your dream Saturday night takeaway is, and you could have it being delivered to you tonight. A special treat from Goldbridge, the Goldbridge takeaway. Are you going to do every Formula 1 race as JFR? I'm definitely doing the first 3, but there might be races that clash with football. I'm hoping not, but there might be races that do clash. As long as it doesn't clash with United, I will do it. But there might be some that do clash with United. To be honest with you, if top 4's gone, I might do the F1. We'll see. But I'm hoping to do a lot of them, yeah. The problem will be next season. The players played for Zidane, says Andrew. That was the difference. And yeah, thank you very much for that. Would Kimmich work well with United, says Dukan. I think Kimmich would work well with any team. He's arguably the best CDM in the world. Why are people hyping up Ferrari in the F1, says Abhishek? Well, we'll see at 3 o'clock. The talking stops in just over an hour. We were live for the Formula 1 first qualifying of the season to see where everyone is on the grid and to see who's been sandbagging or who's telling the truth about how quick and slow their car is. Can't wait. An hour to go. Come on, Villa. My excitement for Formula 1 is being dampened by Arsenal getting what I think is a very significant result here. I said it before kickoff. I think if Arsenal get this win here today, they will get top 4. Because the psychological blow of Arsenal going 4 points ahead of us means that we need them to have 2 bad results instead of 1 to catch them up. And they've still got a game in hand. So, but time starts to run out, doesn't it? You know, when I look at the fixtures, I think Arsenal at Villa, they won't win that. That's a game where they could drop points. Here's Saka again on the left-hand side. Slips it back into Odegaard. Blocked. Goes for another corner. They're all over them. They're all over them at the moment. So disappointing from Villa. Pedro's hit the nail on the head. He says Villa have got 0 intensity. Come on. It's like it's at the Emirates as well. It's been so dominant from Arsenal. Villa's got a big ground as well. Ghost says Villa United fan here begging for Villa to scrape a draw. Yeah, well, that's what our season's come down to, isn't it? Arsenal are well worthy their win at the moment. Not win, lead. But there's plenty of time left. Come on. Decent cross. Oh, fucking Ashley Young. Not a bad cross, actually, but needed to be... he's done well. To be fair, he's done well. Come onto his right foot and whipped it in. Gabriel puts it out for a corner. I wanted him to whip that in first time. Jake says it's like Villa have already accepted the result. Corner to Villa. Saka scored. Not now. He scored the goal. Someone just said who scored the goal. Cross comes back in. Villa on the... Oh, God. Saka's on the attack here. Don't let him get the shot off. Good tackle. Good tackle. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, Villa. What's he doing? Oh, he's won a goal kick. Well done. McDragon says, as a United fan, I think Arsenal deserve the top 4 spot. Well, they do. I've said that many times. You don't get what you deserve in March. You get what you deserve in May. And there's still an opportunity. I look at Arsenal's fixtures. Southampton away, Chelsea away, Palace away. There's potential for them to drop points there. But Villa away. If they're winning... Their mentality of Arsenal is really good this season. I mean, they lost their first 3 games of the season and everyone was like, oh, ha, Villa. But typical Arsenal fans were saying, Arteta out, we're bottom of the league after 3 games. But they played Liverpool and Man City in the first 3 games, didn't they? And Brentford, they played with a lot of injury problems and COVID issues. So it was a false start. But what Arsenal have done fantastically well this season, and I've got the facts on this as well, is they don't draw games. They've won 17 and they've lost 8 and they've only drawn 3. So when they lose to Liverpool, they'll go and win the next 3 games. If they lose to Man City, they'll go and win the next 3 games, and that's why Arsenal are where they are. You contrast that with Brighton. I know they're having a bad run at the moment, Brighton, but there was a point where Brighton, well, they've drawn 12 games, Brighton. That's 4 times more draws than Arsenal. Well, a draw's not a loss, is it? A draw's like, well, you didn't beat us. But draws are something that Arsenal have avoided this season, and it's escalated them up the league. I mean, United have drawn 8, and Arsenal have drawn 3. In fact, Villa have only drawn 3, so this game probably won't end in a draw. Chances of a draw, very, very slim. But at the moment, Villa are looking like the worst team, even though they're losing. Please subscribe, by the way. We're only 100 away from 630,000. Thanks everyone who's been watching and tuning in. That's Football is your channel. Doesn't matter who you support. Everyone get involved. Subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We've got Liverpool against Forest tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I'll be starting a little bit early, so I'll be keeping an eye on Spurs West Ham as well. Can't do Spurs versus West Ham as a watch-along tomorrow because I'm doing the Formula 1 race at 3 o'clock. But literally, as soon as the Formula 1 race is over, I'll probably just have a quick cup of tea and a toilet break and then go live for the build-up for Liverpool against Forest, but also keep you updated on Spurs West Ham, which is a big game tomorrow as well. For the Formula 1, 3 o'clock today qualifying. If people don't understand what Formula 1 qualifying is all about, so the race on Sunday, you'll see 20 cars in different orders. Pole position, number 1. The reason that gets decided is from qualifying today, who can do the fastest lap. And the exciting thing about qualifying today is it's the first qualifying of the season in brand new cars. So we get to really see who's the quickest, which is going to be good. And qualifying is very exciting anyway because it's all done over an hour. Does Everton get relegated? Says OCE. I think that goal for Everton on Thursday night in the ninth minute of added time is huge. It had a feeling of that'll be the moment where Everton basically rescued their season. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see. At the moment, I think it looks like Norwich, Burnley and Watford are going down. We're doing the Formula 1 stuff on this channel, yes, Kel. In fact, at the end of this stream, it'll push you onto that one, the live chat, before I go live anyway, so you know where to be. Arsenal remaining fixtures are not the easiest, says Don. No, they're not, which is why today, this next half an hour, is so important for not just United, but Spurs and West Ham as well. But the kick in the teeth if Arsenal win this is that they have that 4-point gap on 5th place, which is 2 results. Even if Arsenal lose to Palace and United beats Leicester, we'd still be a point behind Arsenal. So it's that psychological blow of not being able to get ahead of them even with 1 result. I mean, Villa have not even had a shot on target yet. Would I rather Man United win the Champions League or England win the World Cup, says Corey. I think if you'd asked me that at a different time, I might have given you a different answer. But I think right now it would be Man United's Champions League over England World Cup, because I like watching the World Cup and I like watching the Euros, as I do. But I'm not into England like I used to be, especially when I was a kid. I used to love England, so. I'm more bothered about my club, to be honest. Andrew says World Cup is clear. But it's my opinion, Andrew. I've just given you my opinion. I'd rather have the Champions League over the World Cup. I don't care whether people get it or they don't get it. But you can't tell me what I think. I'd rather have the Champions League than the World Cup. At the end of the day, if we win the World Cup, it's Southgate playing shitty, boring football as well. I mean, I remember England, Euro 96, we got to the semi-final, and it was an amazing tournament, and it was really exciting, and it captured everybody's imagination. Last summer, same tournament, in the same country, we got to the final. It never felt like Euro 96. So we actually did better last year. We went to the final, but it didn't feel anything like Euro 96 when we only got to the semi-final. And so it's not always about how far you go, it's about how you do it as well, isn't it? Just don't find Southgate's England anywhere near inspiring at all. I think they're very dull, very robotic. Same with the World Cup semi-final. Italia 90 World Cup semi-final had a totally different feel to Southgate's Croatia semi-final. He does a great job of taking what should be really exciting and making it dull and boring. Like, we've been to a Euros final with Southgate. We've been to a World Cup semi-final with Southgate, and they were exciting, but they weren't on the level they should have been, because the way he plays football is boring. Villa still haven't had a shot here, and it feels like Arsenal are going to be more likely. Second goal and this game's over. I'm just hoping that Villa, here we go, Watkins, come on, bad, shoot, oh, first real shot, McGinn, edge of the box, bends it just wide, Gerrard, that's good, well done, John McGinn, well done. First real chance for Villa, and we're an hour into the game. It only takes 1 goal, that's all it will take, 1 goal. United have turned into England, lots of talent, but bad attitude, always letting us down, says Raza. Get Danny Ings on, says Destiny. What do people think about Leon Bailey? What's going on with him at Villa? Because I always thought he was a really good player, and I know he's had a few injuries, but just never hear of him. Is he just always injured, or is he a bad signing, or what? Again, that's another Dean Smith signing, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Is that a corner or a goal kick? No, it's a corner. Saka again. He's always injured, says Jelena. Michael says, Mark, stop slating Southgate. I'm not his biggest fan, but he got us to our first final in 60 years. I always find that sort of comment really odd. There's other words. So you're telling me to stop doing something because your opinion's right? No, is the short answer. No, I won't stop slating Southgate because I think I could have took England to the final in the World Cup because we were fucking shit. Absolute boring tournament that was. We were crap throughout it. We could easily have been knocked out by Germany, and then what would have been an absolute terrible tournament turned into apparently a great tournament. He bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. I've never seen an England squad as good as this one for probably 20 years, and he's bottled it. And I'll go back to what I was talking about Tomori. How you can be picking Mings and Maguire ahead of Tomori just because they're your mates and they speak loudly in the dressing room. Pick the best players for the team. I can't believe it. I thought Tomori had changed his nationality or something. I was like, oh, does he play for somebody else? No, he's just not been picked. Would you let Sean Dyche... No, I'm not reading that out. In fact, just get lost. Idiot. Alpha Gaming says Villa should change their lion on their badge to a puppy because all they've done in this match is poop. Okay. Good shot again. Saka. I think one of the things, on a serious note, why I don't rate Southgate is because he plays a back five and he's got some of the best attacking talent England have ever had, and he plays with a back five. We haven't got many good centre backs, but he plays three. We've got loads of attackers, and he gives one up to play a back five. It's just typical Southgate, who, can I just remind you, was a centre back in a back five for Aston Villa. So I don't think he even has any idea of what he's doing. I think he basically just uses the tactics that he used to get told about at Villa in the mid-90s. Back five for England is a bloody joke. Play to your strengths. You've got Stones, Tomori. There are other centre-backs who can play a high line back four. You've got really good modern fullbacks. You've got some of the best modern fullbacks in the world at right back with people like Reece James and Trent Alexander-Arnold. But you play a back five. David says Southgate plays the defensive percentages and gets them deep into tournaments, but in-game tactics are poor. Well, David, you've hit the nail on the head there. International football is not... If Southgate was managing England in the Premier League, he would get the sack within 5 months because they'd get done. With the intensity of the Premier League, they'd get done. International football's slower, it's more tactical, and you're right. He basically has the principle that let's keep a clean sheet and score a goal. How many times have you watched England win a game 2-0? Where they're crap for an hour, but then a chance will fall to Harry Kane or someone will do something, they get the goal, and then we'll just keep a clean sheet because we play a back five with two holding midfielders. It's boring, but it works at international football. That's why Italy have been good at international football for many years. It's why Portugal are quite good traditionally, because these teams play... It suits international football to play defensive and then rely on moments to score a goal. I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would be a very good England coach. Exactly. Should England get a foreign manager, Callum? Well, I think England got the foreign appointment wrong and they don't want to do it again. Like, if you're going to get a foreign manager, go and get a good foreign manager. Don't get Sven-Göran Eriksson, who was basically a Swedish Southgate, and Capello, who's basically an Italian Southgate. Like we've tried the foreign manager route now. No, you've appointed the wrong type of manager. Like, if you're going to get a foreign manager, go and get someone like a Pep. I'm not saying Pep, but somebody who plays a brand of football that isn't part of the bus. But there's some very good British managers now. I wouldn't be opposed to giving it to Potter, really. Southgate will be in the job for years, though. He'll live off that for years. They love him. The press love him. The FA love him. He's just Mr. Safe. Harry says Southgate doesn't know what he's doing, but he's taken a team to a final and a semi-final. Says Harry. Well, that's always the argument, isn't it? And you either back your opinion or you fall into that trap. We got to a final because we were the home team. We had a good draw. We were very lucky in certain games. We were terrible against Germany. We weren't much better in the semi-final. Home advantage played a massive part. We should have won that tournament. For everybody who says, well, he took us to a final, I just say we should have won it. That was a bottle job. We should have won that tournament. Italy embarrassed us, and we should have won the tournament. The semi-final in the World Cup, I don't know how that even happened. 1, Southgate was the manager, and 2, our midfield had Henderson, Dele Alli and Jesse Lingard in it. It's not even logical how we did that. Come on, Villa. Watkins! Oh, he's at the post. He's hit the post. I think it deflected off Smith Rowe. Finally, Villa do something. Watkins comes into the box, gets his shot off, and it deflects and hits the post. Ooh. Ooh. I think Henderson should be captain. He's won a lot, says Callum. Here we go. Come on. Corner. Terrible. Terrible corner. In and out. Just goes out of play from McGinn. Absolute rubbish. Arsenal bottle job incoming, says Lawrence. Well, I hope so. Pepe's coming on here now for Saka. For 20 minutes to go. If I was Villa, I'd see that as an encouragement. Saka's going off with 20 minutes to go. It's 1-0. He's been their best player. That can be a momentum shift, that substitution. Pepe will come on and score now. Should United go for Tomori? So he'll be back in the Prem in 2 years. Tomori will be back in the Prem in 2 years, playing for somebody in the top 4. I think. I think he's a good player. Ramsey's coming off here now as well. Leon Bailey's coming on for Villa. Come on then. Come on then. Here we go. That's what we want to see. Bye, Mo. Bye-bye. Arsenal going to park the bus now, says Vengeance. Well, they've been quite good at it, haven't they? They have been quite good at it. Just score, says Alpha Gaming. Was Saka's goal any good, says Finn? No, he shot through a crowd and the keeper couldn't see it. Come on, Villa. On the attack. Decent cross. Ooh, good defending. I think the manager should have to be the same nationality as the team they're managing, just like the players, says Sean. Well, most are anyway, aren't they? To be honest, so it's not breaking news if you do that, because most do that. Isn't France playing boring football by playing counter-attack football and rely on speed of the front three, says Andy? No, I think that's such a lazy assumption about France. I've seen France play a few times. I've never seen them playing a back 5 and 2 holding midfielders and playing on moments. I think international football, by its very nature, is quite dull at times, but I don't think that's how France play, to be honest. Do I think Arsenal get top 4, says Class Football? I think if they win this, they're favourites regardless of this result, but I think if they win this, they've got one hand on it, yeah. Because these are the sort of games that I'm looking at it and going, Villa Park, Aston Villa, I can see them dropping points here. And if they win, they're not dropping points, are they? Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. We're getting close to 630,000. We're only 100 away now. Bottom right hand corner, subscribe. Get involved with That's Football. Everyone's welcome. Remember, straight after this, if you're interested in Formula 1, you want to get into Formula 1 or you like it, we're doing Formula 1 qualifying straight after this. 3 o'clock. And we've got the race tomorrow, and we've got Liverpool versus Forest in the FA Cup tomorrow as well. Lots to get involved in. But we need a Villa goal here in the last 20 minutes. They are pushing forward a little bit more now. Arsenal starting to think about protecting what they've got. feels like the next 20 minutes are going to have a very big impact on the top 4 race. If Arsenal can see this through, I think they're very firm favourites. Remember, United drew here. We threw away a 2-0 lead. It's quite symbolic of the top 4 race, Villa Park, this year. We were 2-0 up with 20 minutes to go and we drew 2-2. Arsenal 1-0 up with 20 minutes to go. What's going to happen? Villa starting to get more momentum now. But you can tell that Arsenal are starting to drop off as well. This will finish 1-1 as usual. Remember, if you want to do our Saturday night takeaway, I'm going to start looking at some in the next few minutes. I've pinned my Instagram link in the chat, or you can just go to at Goldbridge Mark. Give me a follow on Instagram. Smash a like on my latest post, which is me with a Guinness, and then in the comments, put your dream Saturday night takeaway. I'm going to pick my favourite, get in contact with you, and we'll get that ordered for you tonight. So Saturday night takeaway, there we go. Ryan wants a Big Mac. Listen to how to enter, Ryan. Mark, I think England should play 4-3-3, says Monster Man. Yeah, I do as well. But Southgate ain't going to do something that's kept him in a job longer than he should have been in, is he? Odds of Coutinho actually having a shot on target, says CYP. Come on, Villa. I'll take a draw. A draw is fine. It still keeps Arsenal within 1 result. They'd only be 2 points ahead of us with the draw. That's a good ball. Lack of threats. If he lays that off. Oh my God. Thank you, lack of threat. Why he didn't lay in. Was it Smith Rowe there? He would have had a shot on goal and Lacazette went for it. Love him. I love this guy. He's so crap. He's going to score, isn't he? But he should have laid him on. Lack of threat, lack of bloody awareness. Why didn't he slip him in? Well, I'm very grateful that he didn't. But he went for the shot. There it is. It wasn't Smith Rowe. It must have been Odegaard. There it is. All he's got to do is lay it to the right. Look, lay him off. Why didn't he lay him off? What is he doing? Fucking idiot. Love it. Lack of threats. That's why he's called it. Am I supporting Arsenal? No, I was taking the piss out of Lacazette. I don't want them to score. Why would I support Arsenal? Well, Arsenal are having a good period of time here. I thought Villa were going to lay siege the last 20 minutes, and now Arsenal have got the momentum and the possession. They're actually pushing Villa back. Very disappointed with Villa. This is like... I didn't think Villa could play like this under Gerrard, but they have dropped a lot of points recently, haven't they? Looking comfortable at the moment. I don't know what the situation is with Tomiyasu Kobe, so I can't really give an opinion on him because I can't remember the last time I actually saw him play for Arsenal. Your thoughts on Garnacho getting called up to Argentina and having yet debut in the Premier League for us, says Jameson. Very exciting player who I will reserve judgment until he has played first team football. I think there's a lot of United fans getting very excited about him, and he is doing fantastically well in the youth setup. But remember, he's not played for the first team yet, so you can't make a star out of someone before they've done that. But it is interesting. Pedro says, if Arsenal would have signed Buendia since they were close, do you think he would have seen such outbreaks from players like Saka and Martinelli? It's funny how football works out, Pedro, isn't it? Because Arsenal were linked to Buendia. Lacazette's coming off for Nketiah. And yet Arsenal have done fantastically well without him. So it is funny how football works out. Nketiah comes on. 13 minutes to go here. I'm getting really excited for the Formula 1, but my excitement for the Formula 1 is somewhat dampened by the fact that this is a huge result for Arsenal at the moment. Villa. Someone needs to start doing us some favours in the league. But then again, we are shit and we don't deserve it. You've got to remember that as well. Arsenal actually doing what Arsenal have done for most of the season, playing well and getting what they deserve. Hoping for favours when we're crap, it's like screwing for virginity, isn't it? It's never going to happen. As I said, the last few minutes, Arsenal have looked the better team. Arsenal, why people are talking about Arsenal and Erling Haaland? You've got absolutely no chance. Arsenal wouldn't spend 200 million on a player. He's not 200 million, he's 80 million, he's got a release clause. That deal will cost 200 million altogether. United were looking at that deal last summer. I think his release clause is 80. And then wages, agent fees. I think there was some money going to his dad as well. I think his dad was getting 10 million out of it as well. It's like the overall, the Haaland deal is about 200 million when you add it all up. There's loads of extras involved. Which is why Raiola wanted a release clause, because if there was no release clause for Haaland, he would be 150 million quid. So the reason that Raiola put the release clause that was in it was because he knew he could make a shitload of money himself. Ibrahima says 30 million's going to his dad, or 25 million for the dad. Yeah, I'm sure the deal it's definitely over 150 million altogether when you add in agent fees and all that sorts of stuff. Well, have a cup of tea, please. I am doing an F1 watch along tomorrow, hype, but in literally 50 minutes, we'll be live on this channel for the qualifying. I can't wait. I just want Villa to score. 10 minutes to go. We do a watch along for Middlesbrough Chelsea, says Monster. I was going to, but I'm quite tired and I just think that's going to be quite a shit game. I think Middlesbrough will get done. I think I'll find. I'm quite tired, so I'm just thinking with the Middlesbrough game, I'm probably going to skip it and go for a walk or something. Because I'm not really. I'm going to go for a couple of pints. But I was going to do it, and then I just thought Middlesbrough have done really well against United and Spurs, but United and Spurs are crap. Chelsea are very good. I just don't think it will be a very good game. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it will. I might do it, but I probably won't do it. I would for sure take Rashford as a 9 at Arsenal. Please, are you the director of football, Dinham? I'll broker the deal. Ings is coming on with an hour to go. Sorry, not an hour to go. 10 minutes to go. Thinking about the F1 again. Let's start having a look at these takeaway entries anyway. Remember, pin chat is my Instagram page. Go to my latest post. Put in your takeaway order and I will go through it and pick a winner. Make sure you're giving me a follow on Instagram though, and smash the like on that post, because I will check. What do we got? What do we got? Instagram. Come on, Villa. Cross comes in. Leno punches it away. Still in the box. Dive! 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 Where's Tom Daly when you need him? Someone get a pair of Speedos on. Penalty will do. The dad gets 25 million for 5 minutes of work, says Brian. Sometimes less than that. So we've got fish and chips from BCFC. Real says lamb samosas, chicken korma, garlic naan, mushroom rice. Nando's. Chicken palmy. Chinese. Onion bhaji, chicken tikka, pilau rice, chicken jalfrezi, Chinese, Persian food, pepperoni pizza, and garlic bread. I'm liking the fact that we're getting lots of different Savoy chips, Chinese lemon chicken, pizza, steakhouse for me, Domino's for the UFC, watermelon. Watermelon with eggs? That's got to be a joke. That makes me want to throw up. Big Mac with a chicken wrap and a bottle of Coach to wash it down. Keep them coming in. You've got 10 minutes. All you've got to do, go to my Instagram page, @GoldbridgeMark, or click the link that's pinned in the chat. Give me a follow. Smash a like on my most recent post, which is me with the Guinness, and put in the comments what your dream takeaway would be tonight. One of you's going to win it. I tell you what, I'd love Forest to beat Liverpool tomorrow because they'll be out, but I don't think they will. It'll be a cracking atmosphere though. Garner on loan from Forest as well. I'm looking forward to that one tomorrow. I think that will be a good game. I am doing the F1, yes, straight after this, 3 o'clock qualifying, and then the race tomorrow as well. Time to get ready. I've got my headphones ready as well. 3 o'clock today for an hour. It's going to be fast paced, literally. The cars are very fast, but also the commentary. Yes, watch out for Spence tomorrow on the watch-along as well, the right back for Forest. He's actually on loan from Middlesbrough. It's onto the roof of the net by Danny Ings. You useless ex-Liverpool prat. It's a lovely cross. I'd have buried that. Spurs West Ham tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that, Isaac. The problem with Spurs West Ham tomorrow is it kicks off at R4. Liverpool Forest kicks off at 6, and the Formula 1 race doesn't finish till sort of like 4-5ish. So can't specifically do Spurs versus West Ham watch-along, but I will have it on and we will have updates. So tomorrow afternoon is just on this channel, Formula 1 race and then the FA Cup. Odegaard comes off for holding, last 5 minutes. Chocolate pizza, I've never tried it. Mark come to India, no, I haven't. Very disappointed with Villa today. It's not their job to do United a favour, but I would have hoped that Arsenal would have caught Villa on a good day, and they've caught them on a bad day. Just bloody typical. Bloody typical, mates. 5 minutes to go. Fair play to Arsenal, I hate to say it. I'm fed up of doing this. I'm like Sean Dyche. I'm saying everything through gritted teeth. Is his gravel. Fed up of talking about, well, yeah, fair play Liverpool. They're a well-run club. They're playing well. Man City, they play brilliant football. Arsenal, they've rebuilt themselves. They deserve top 4. I'm fed up of it. Might well be the truth, but I'm bloody fed up of it. Good run by Matty Cash. Keep going. No, he's going to run into trouble now. Where's the support? Apparently Rudiger accepted Juventus bid. I don't know where this is coming from. Somebody was on about this morning on the United Stand morning show, but I've not seen anything. Good cross! Oh, headed out. Well, United have got to beat Arsenal next month at the Emirates anyway, but it's almost getting to the point where it won't matter, because Arsenal are going to be 4 points ahead of United with a game in hand. So even if United went and won at the Emirates, Arsenal would still be a point ahead with a game in hand. Now, there are other games to play between then, and hopefully Arsenal can drop points. But I look at Arsenal going to Palace, I look at Arsenal going to Southampton, and I think, well, they've been to Villa and won. Why can't they go there and win? Where's this bottle job from Arsenal going to come? I said it on Sunday. Leicester at home, Liverpool at home, and Villa away. 3 games where United aren't playing. We need them to take 4 points or less. They look like they're going to get 6. They're exceeding hope and expectation for both. You know, for United fans and Spurs fans, they're exceeding what we were hoping for. But I think they're exceeding what Arsenal fans were hoping for and expecting this season. So, fair play to Arteta. I think United have got to play Palace though. The trouble is, I say that they've got Southampton away and they've got Palace away, but it's also about the differentiators. I wrote this down the other day. So the differentials are: we've both got to play Palace, we've both got to play Brighton. United haven't got to play Southampton. We haven't got to play West Ham. We haven't got to play Leeds. We haven't got to play Newcastle. But we've got a lot of similar games. We have got a lot of similar games. Oh, good cross. No one's attacking it on the back post. Lewis, I already know what my next FIFA career mode is going to be. I think this is going to be the last season of TUSFC. It will be back, but it's going to take a break for a bit. But would you take Arteta for United manager? No, I wouldn't. I'm begging for Wi-Fi because it's Arsenal's manager, isn't it? Like, that's... Oh, bloody goal kick. Lovely cup of tea. Thing is, I don't know how many United fans we've got watching this, but if you watch United Stand, which is the United channel I do, on the Sunday night show in early January, I said we won't get top 4. So this is not a surprise for me. It's pure hope that we will, but I didn't think we'd get top 4 back in January. I could see this coming. I've seen the momentum of Arsenal for the last 18 months, and I've seen the drop-off of United. I actually think United are going to get worse over the next year, not better. Even if we get the right manager in, and this is something Arsenal fans can certainly attest to, even if you get the right manager in, you sometimes have to take a step backwards to go forwards. We're still going to be stuck with a lot of crappy players, even with a new manager. United have got better players. Arsenal have got a better team, says Gunner Station. I wouldn't do yourself a misservice, mate. I think it's a very easy thing to say that we've got better players and you've got a better team. How many better players have we got than you at the moment, though? Varane's very good. De Gea's very good. Ronaldo's very good. Beyond that, Bruno on his day is very good, but the rest of them, I think they're overhyped. I mean, look at Rashford, McTominay and Fred, Maguire, fullbacks. We're a bit overhyped. So I'd argue with anybody that Varane, Ronaldo, Sancho, De Gea and Bruno are very good players who probably need better coaching, but beyond that, I think what have Arsenal got? Saka's fantastic. I think Martinelli looks very, very good. Odegaard is fantastic. I think Partey's been massively underrated as well. I tweeted about it earlier. I don't hear enough people talking about Thomas Partey. When he was at Atletico Madrid, everyone wanted Thomas Partey. Remember when he played against Liverpool? Oh, he's amazing. Everyone wanted Thomas Partey. Loads of United fans wanted Thomas Partey. He came to Arsenal. He didn't have a great first season. But I think this season, especially over the last 3 or 4 months, I think Thomas Partey's been absolutely fantastic. And I don't think he gets spoken about at all. And I think he's back to what he was at Atletico Madrid. But it's not fashionable to say that, is it? Because it's an Arsenal player. But the reality is, Arsenal are doing well because they've got a good team. Like Ben White's done very, very well. Gabriel's done very well. But it's interesting, isn't it? Because Fabinho in his first season at Liverpool was not very good. It took him a year to adjust. And then he became one of the best CDMs in the world. Partey was not very good in his first season, and now he's providing that stability that Arsenal bought him for. So there are players. I mean, Ben White's having a very good season. I ripped the piss out of that. I think 50 million was way too much, but he's having a very good season. Gabriel's having a very good season. Cherney, very good left back. Ramsdale's been a very good signing. They're not there by accident. Go on. Oh, they're going to clear it. Bloody hell. Thanks everyone who's watching anyway. Please do subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Remember, we're going to do the Formula 1 at 3 o'clock. Please tune in. If you like Drive to Survive, if you like Formula 1, I'm sure you're going to tune in anyway. But if you want to get into Formula 1, start by getting into our qualifying. First qualifying for the first race, which is going to be tomorrow, but they're qualifying for grid position. It's really interesting insight to see who's the quickest and how it will be set up. It's 1 hour and it's fast paced. I'm just going to be... Also, you've only got literally a minute left, Villa, to try and get us a goal here. But also a minute left for the Saturday night takeaway. All you've got to do, at Goldbridge Mark on Instagram, or go through the pin chat. Give me a follow on Instagram. Smash a like on the picture of me with the Guinness, which is the latest one. And then in the comments, quickly type what your dream takeaway is. We're going to pick a winner. I want newest first. There we go. Biryani, king prawns on egg fried rice. Come on, Villa. You've got 10 seconds. Mings doesn't win the header up against Ben White. This is it. It's over. I know everyone feels Rashford is just a politician who's overhyped. I don't watch United, but is there not a top player who Arteta could help, says Dinham? There is a top player there, yeah. There is a top player there. It's a late free kick here for Villa to whip a cross in. This is it, all or nothing. I'll be starting at 2:45 for the qualifying because we'll talk about it before it starts, explain what happens and build up the hype. So it'll be 2:45, so literally about 20 minutes I'll be starting on the Formula 1 stream, which is on the homepage anyway. But this is it. This is what it's all about now. Gerrard, Martinez is thinking about coming up. Top 4 could be well, I don't want to hype it up too much, but it would be very helpful if Villa score here. Massive win for Arsenal if they don't. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. We're really close to 230,000. We're only 20 away. So just while we're waiting for this, bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Everyone's welcome on That's Football. It's not been a great stream to watch because I didn't want Arsenal to win, but I can look at it pragmatically and say that they've played very well and deserved it up until this point. Oh, Coutinho went for the shot. Leno palms it away. The final whistle goes, and that is a significant win for Arsenal. Massive win for Arsenal for that. Deserved it as well. Right now, for me, they deserve... Disappointing, but this is what happens when you put your faith in others. Arsenal have got these games in hand. United can't do anything about it. Spurs can't do anything about it. West Ham can't do anything about it. Arsenal have got momentum. United played against Spurs. They beat Spurs. There was a bit of positivity about that. We can get in the top 4 again. But I said, we're not playing until we play Leicester in a couple of weeks, Arsenal have got 3 Premier League games this week. They've taken 6 points from 9. That is a huge week for them. All right, they lost to Liverpool. Everyone loses to Liverpool. They've taken 6 points from Leicester and Villa. Leicester at home is tricky. Villa away Villa away is tricky. United 2-0 up against Villa with 20 minutes to go at Villa Park. Drew 2-2. Arsenal 1-0 up with 20 minutes to go. Win 1-0. That is why Arsenal deserve top 4 and Manchester United don't. Because they've got a better team ethic, they've got better team organisation, they play better football, and they play for each other in a way that they all understand with no personality issues at this moment, because Arteta has cleared them out. He's got rid of the personalities he didn't want there, and they are paying the dividends for it. So Arsenal now 4 points ahead of United with a game in hand, and a much better goal difference as well. It's looking very, very, very clear that Arsenal will get top 4. I think that's a significant result. I said it at the start of the week. Needed them to take 4 points. They're now a full result ahead of United. 4 points. Even if Arsenal lose to Palace, and United beat Leicester, they're still ahead. It's a significant blow for United again. But Arsenal deserve it. I can sit here and say they deserve what they are. They're a better team. I saw this 18 months ago with Arteta. There was people going, Arteta out. And I saw it. Saw what he was doing. Solidifying. Grinding out results. Gradually getting rid of the players that he didn't want. Gradually moving to the way that he wanted to play. Gradually building his team. He took a lot of crap at the start. And now there are Arsenal fans who shouted and screamed about T-shirts and all sorts. They make themselves look right idiots. You basically don't understand football if you haven't seen what Arteta's been doing. And look, even I at the start was like, wow, that's a bad appointment then and that. But gradually, I saw it quite early, and a lot of people did. You could see what he was doing. And now, that guy, Saka, 20 years of age, misses a penalty in the Euros final, and has a season like that where he's basically their leader and inspirer. Don't like it, but you've got to respect it. Right, the winner of the Saturday night takeaway, I'm going to tell you, and I will message you as well when we're off air. I really liked this one. There was a few, but I really liked it, and I can't find where it is. Oh, where is it? Sano says my ideal takeaway would have been Arsenal dropping 2 points. We can't provide that. I've lost it. I will find the other one, but I'm just gonna have to give it to somebody now because I will be here all day. We're going to go with a tandoori mixed grill, naan bread and poppadoms from Nidge. Well done, pal. And we'll sort that one out for you. There we go. I've smashed the like on it as well. There we go. Thanks everyone for watching. Formula 1, 15 minutes. I'm going to be live on there. I'll end this stream. It'll push you over to the live chat so you know where to be for it. Do not miss the Formula 1 qualifying. I think you'll really enjoy it, even if your Formula 1's not your thing. We've got the full race tomorrow, but the qualifying's coming up in 15 minutes. I'll be live. I'll see you over there in a minute.